Hey y'all, it's your girl Maria, and we are back with more reactions. Okay, this one is a new artist. This is Nittoli, and he came recommended via email to go over the song Rabbit Hole. Now, I hear rabbit hole, and that particular phrase always puts in motion in my brain that we are either going to review some kind of conspiracy, we're going down a music rabbit hole. It takes very different forms for me. And this song is called Rabbit Hole. So I'm not really sure which way this is going, but I almost feel like Tom McDonald type of rabbit hole. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Maybe it's like pure fun and I don't know, but I've never heard of this artist. Only got the request not too recently, but it was added to the list, and so wanted to make sure that we get to it. And so I am looking forward to this. If you guys want to show love and support to the artist and to myself, because you know you want to, remember I link ways for you to do that in the description box below. Make sure you check it out. And then, of course, my shameless plug, because I have one and I'm going to continue using it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, any or all, preferably all. And with that, let's go ahead and get started.
They fluoridated our water and they poisoned our food. All my conspiracy theories are finally turning true.
I told you, whenever I hear that phrase rabbit hole, I either think, it's conspiracy theory or it's like the rabbit hole of discovering an artist. And he's already doing conspiracy theory within the first 12 seconds of a song. So I'm going to start it over and we're going to hear it again. And now I could pay a little bit more attention to what he's talking about. Not that I wouldn't have paid attention before, but that just kind of like blocked my brain from hearing everything else as soon as he said conspiracy theory. Not that I'm against anybody researching things and going down rabbit holes. I kind of refuse the phrase conspiracy theory, because it's only a conspiracy until it turns out to be true. And there's been a lot of that going on. And I'm not being political or anything. It's just, there's a lot of stuff that's came to light. And you have to wonder, like, if you're not being biased, right? If you're really trying to be open-minded and looking at everything for what it is, then you would agree that there's been a lot of things to come to light. And now there's additional questions as to why. So let's go ahead and start this over and take a listen to what he has to say, because I'm sure it's going to be very interesting.
They fluoridated our water and they poisoned our food. All my conspiracy theories are finally turning true. They killed the president and never landed up on the moon. They lied to you when they told you that it's all just fake news. They killed Princess Diana and they killed Michael too. They know celebrities are better when they're told what to do. So they cloned Eminem and made him sing with Rihanna. Wish we could all open at least one eye like Illuminati. I know they steady surveilling like my real name was Truman. They got a human traffic business and your business is booming. Down this rabbit hole we go. Down this rabbit hole we go.
Hold on. So he said a lot there in that first verse. They killed Diana and Michael. Something about even when I saw it when I was much younger, when it had first happened, something about her death always bothered me. For Princess Diana, because she was already divorced. She was already out of the limelight. Everything that she did was more humanitarian. They're saying it was paparazzi, but that, like, car accident? That didn't look like a normal car accident to me, guys. It like something never set well with me about that. I'm not going to come over here and go into conspiracy theories or, you know, opinions or anything like that. It's just my thought on that is a really, really interesting accident, because it didn't look like a normal car accident to me. It didn't. That, to get away from paparazzi, like, I don't know, that she wasn't, like, she was still very popular, still very much loved, right? But she wasn't in the limelight with scandals or anything like you see today or you've seen with other people of the royal family. So that one's interesting. But also, he's talking about, you know, the water, he's talking about our food. And here's the thing, I will say, and it's not a conspiracy theory, this is stuff you can look up. There are ingredients that they're putting in our food today that is banned in other countries. And I've been to other countries. And when you drink a soda here stateside and you drink that same soda in another country, it doesn't taste the same. In fact, it tastes better in another country than it does here. And then when you turn the label around and you look at the ingredients are not the same. The ingredients that are here stateside is actually, a lot of them are banned in other countries. And so the reason for that is because it is actually poisonous. So what he's saying there isn't actually a conspiracy theory. That's actually very true. And there are certain life-saving or, you know, healthy drugs that you can take outside of this country that are not allowed in this country. Not because they're poisonous. Like, for example, vitamin B17, if you guys have ever heard about this, really helps aid in treating cancer. But it's a vitamin, so the FDA can't make any money off of it, so they ban it. And so then people are like, oh no, what am I going to do? And you can get it in your foods, because from what I've seen, read, and I'm not a doctor, so you can take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But what I have read is that cancer is a deficiency in your body. And if you are in a deficit of B17, or you're in a deficit of some other like nutrient or vitamins, or, you know, something that is healthy for you, your body can develop cancer. And so there's been huge studies, and there are doctors in other countries that treat with B17, and yet it's banned here in the US. No explanation other than they can't make any money off of it. So there are some of the things that he's saying, like, it's not quote unquote a conspiracy theory. Like, if you go out there and look it up, you'll find it very easily. Like, I found it I typed it into Google and found it very easily. So there is that. It's kind of interesting that he's bringing those things up. Yeah, let's keep going. This is a very thought-provoking song by all means.
This country is burning and we got people in pain. So Biden says let's send another billion to the Ukraine. The population is starving to make America great, but politicians only act for political gain. So pop another blue pill, it's pharmaceutical made. They got enough to dope you up and make it all go away. Maybe we'll get the truth when we all go to heaven, but for now I'm still exposing events like 9/11. No one ever seems to ask, like, about Building 7. Thought we never would forget, seems like no one remembers. Now the government telling us that aliens are real. Feels like the prophecy and end of days are finally here. They got an underground base where they keep UFOs. They try to enlighten the people, but we already know. So come with me down this spiral and this crazy road. It's time to grab Alice and go and hit that rabbit hole, yeah. Down this rabbit hole we go.
love to see Tom MacDonald and him do a song together. I think that would be a very, very interesting song to see. Have they done one together? I don't know. It's my first time reviewing this guy, so if he's done a song, I would definitely be interested in hearing it. Second verse, again, a lot of stuff said there. Lots of stuff said there. Yeah, like all of a sudden, all these years, we had Roswell, Area 52, and you're not allowed to go on there. You can be shot on site. And you know, big taboo if you even try to put one toe over that fence, right? Now, all of a sudden, the U.S. says, yeah, they're real. Like, why now? What's changing now that they would be willing to distract us with that information? And here's the thing, nobody cared because we already knew. Right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that they're real or not. But it's just the mentality of a lot of people. Like, yeah, we just wanted you to admit it so you could stop hiding it. You know, that it's like that. But what I want to know is, why now? Why talk about this? You have spent almost a century, like 75 years practically, covering this up. And now, all of a sudden, very freely, you give that information out. What are you trying to distract us from? Because every time something like that happens, we get a distraction. And then people are like, oh my gosh, and it's more secular and more media secular driven, instead of looking at like, okay, when they're pointing you over here, like, look over here, something is going on over there. And I've seen that happen several times too. And then you're like, oh my gosh, how did nobody talk about this? So he's saying a lot there. And as far as end days, nobody knows the time or place, guys. There are things happening today that are spoken about in the end days, but that doesn't mean that, I'm not trying to be religious or be a Bible thumper, but that doesn't mean that it's here. Do I believe it's coming? I absolutely do. Do I believe it's coming in my lifetime or in your lifetime or anyone's lifetime that's living today? I have no idea. It is said, I will come like a thief in the night, so be prepared. That's what I try to do. But it's very interesting that he says a lot of these things. Like I said, it'd be very interesting to see him do one with Tom MacDonald. Let's bring it back just a couple of seconds. Let's keep going.
Symbol in every movie I watch. Once you start doing research, there's just no way you could stop. Up at 3 a.m. on YouTube, I ain't going to bed and studying time travel, and then I'm on to demon possession, Epstein, and then I'm going down a rabbit hole I don't know. Turns out there's lizards that are sipping on adrenochrome. We don't know just how far it goes. They've got control. That's why it's so important that we hit that rabbit hole. Yeah.
So it's done. It's at the very end, if you can see the little red bar. So adrenochrome, I heard him say that. I don't know what the story is with that. I'm not even going to touch that. We have no proof. At the end of the day, we have the theory, but we have no proof, right? I can see where his songs could be very controversial to some people, but I'm not mad at him for it. Like, first of all, the musicality was good. He has a great talent in how he delivers his song. But what he's delivering is a lot of things that people have been talking about. This is not, and it doesn't matter if you're on the, yay or nay side of it. It doesn't matter. People have been talking about it. At what point do we say, okay, enough's enough? At what point do we come together? Because he's right. They're the ones that are in control. And I've said it several times. Whoever has this is the one controlling everything. And no matter how much of this you have, they can't control it, any of us, if we all unite and come together. Recently, for example, there was a country and there were a lot of laws or bills being passed that was going to hurt the farming industry in that country. They have all the money. They're the ones who control everything, right? Well, guess what? The farmers all congregated together. The people came together. They fought back. And guess what? The ones with this couldn't do anything. They dropped everything they were planning on doing. So, if we came together and said enough's enough and became a united front against those who are trying to it's a small subgroup of people that are trying to destroy our country, other countries, and basically make us come to heel. We could stop that. We could. They're in control, but that's only because we've allowed it. We don't have to allow it. Just food for thought, Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I do have another song from him that I will be reviewing later on. But if you like the content, you know what to do. Remember, description box below. And once again, my shameless plug, because I'm going to keep saying it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, any or all, preferably all. Hope that you will. But in the meantime, live your lives fabulously, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.